Hello, and welcome. The world as we know it is about to change radically, giving way to a future that China is already building before our very eyes. Imagine the skies of Shanghai in 2025, not crossed by planes but by dozens of flying cars, gliding silently between the skyscrapers. This is not a science fiction movie. These are the Chinese eVTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles that are reinventing our very concept of transportation. In the space of 2 short years, China has turned the dream of air taxis into a tangible reality, leaving the West far behind in its wake. The secret to this dazzling breakthrough lies in revolutionary solid-state batteries capable of storing a phenomenal 500 watt-hours per kilogram of energy. This exceptional density allows the vehicles to travel up to 400 kilometers without any recharging, which is the distance between Paris and Brussels. Take the example of the EHang 216S, a device capable of carrying 2 passengers over a distance of 30 kilometers, and which requires only about 10 minutes for a full recharge. Another technical feat is this Chinese cargo drone, capable of delivering half a ton of goods to mountainous areas inaccessible by road. What truly shocks the West is the scale of deployment of these technologies. While the United States and Europe are still debating regulations, China has already authorized more than 10,000 commercial flights. In Guangzhou, a factory is already producing nearly 1,000 of these vehicles each year. This means that traffic jams could soon be just a distant memory, replaced by fast, efficient, and accessible urban flights. China is thus gaining a major lever of influence, with its technology already sought after by more than 18 countries. If the rest of this exploration seems as crucial to you as it does to us, if you want to continue deciphering the signals of a rapidly changing world, then now is the time to act. Subscribe. Activate the bell to give incredible strength to the channel and not miss anything that is coming. But there is a flip side to this coin, as the platforms that allow these taxis to fly also serve as a basis for military drones, a development that could redefine geopolitical balances. Meanwhile, on the ground, driverless taxis are already part of daily life in Chinese megacities. You leave your home, open an app, and an autonomous car picks you up in less than a minute. Robot taxis have already transported more than 7 million passengers thanks to incredibly effective technologies. The Apollo artificial intelligence system, developed by Baidu, can analyze 1,000 traffic scenarios per second, far more than the 200 scenarios managed by its American competitors. These vehicles have traveled more than 32 million kilometers without a serious accident, the equivalent of 10 times around the Earth. While America is testing its robot taxis in 5 cities, China has already deployed them in 65 urban areas, for a cost of $2 to $3 per ride, which is 3 times cheaper than a conventional taxi. By 2030, this market will be worth $50 billion, promising a 30% reduction in traffic jams, but threatening up to 2 million driving jobs. Now, imagine your co-worker is a humanoid robot, not only capable of assembling cars, but also of running a marathon. In 2025, Chinese humanoids are already operational in factories and assisting staff in hospitals. Their success is based on unique technologies and a price that defies all competition. The unitary G1 robot costs only $16,000, 10 times less than its American equivalent. In BYD factories, the Walker S robots already perform 70% of operations, reducing production costs by 1/3. China plans to produce 500 humanoids for every 10,000 workers, which is 5 times more than in the United States. This revolution will improve care for the elderly, but will also leave millions of people unemployed. Next-generation artificial intelligence is also here, capable of solving complex mathematical problems better than professors. The Chinese models DeepSeek and QW have chosen a different path from the West, that of efficient intelligence. The DeepSeek R1 model, with its 671 billion parameters, writes code with a 66% accuracy while consuming 20 times fewer resources than OpenAI's models. Its little brother, with only 32 billion parameters, already surpasses many Western solutions and runs on a simple gaming computer. Using these technologies costs just 20 cents for 1 million requests, cheaper than a coffee. Imagine a paralyzed person regaining speech solely through thought. This is the reality of Chinese brain-computer interfaces. In 2025, China reached a decisive milestone in neurotechnologies, surpassing Elon Musk's projects with non-invasive technologies. The Brain Talker device, which looks like simple headphones, allows for typing text at a speed of 50 words per minute. It requires no surgery, unlike American solutions. A new interface is 100 times more powerful and consumes 1,000 times less energy. By 2027, Chinese doctors hope to restore mobility to thousands of patients. Initial tests on primates have shown 95% accuracy in controlling a mechanical arm. A new era of human-machine interaction is being born, but it raises serious questions about privacy. Now, imagine a computer capable of solving in a few hours problems that would take the most powerful supercomputers billions of years. This is the reality of Chinese quantum technologies. The Zhou Chengji computer solves modeling problems 1 million times faster than its American competitors. The Shaoan chip, with its 504 qubits, has become the most powerful in the world. The Michus satellite already provides fully secure communication channels between continents, and a 4,800-kilometer terrestrial network is already operational for banking communications. However, these technologies could break all current encryption systems, jeopardizing our data security. Imagine a nuclear reactor that cannot overheat, whose fuel would last for 20,000 years. This is not a dream. It is the Chinese thorium reactor, already operational in the Gobi Desert. The world's first molten salt reactor uses thorium, a fuel that solidifies in case of an accident, making a Fukushima-type disaster impossible. 2 kilograms of thorium produce more energy than 250,000 kilograms of coal, and its waste is only dangerous for 500 years, compared to 10,000 for uranium. By 2029, China will launch its first commercial power plant. This technology will give China immense control over the global energy industry. Imagine a computer chip capable of training artificial intelligences without any Western technology. This is the reality of Huawei's Ascend 910B, a processor that challenges NVIDIA's monopoly. Manufactured with a 7-nanometer etching technology, its performance is comparable to that of the best American chips for a price 30% lower. The world's technological map is being redrawn before our very eyes. Imagine a world where medicines are grown from bacteria and fuel comes from algae. This is the Chinese bioindustry, which is already transforming carbon dioxide from steel mills into 5,000 tons of protein per year. China already controls 24% of global pharmaceutical production, and its investments in biotechnology will soon double. Imagine an operating system that works perfectly on a phone, a watch, a television, and a car. This is Huawei's Harmony OS, already installed on 1 billion devices, challenging Android and iOS. Its architecture is based on a microkernel, making it ultra-fast and almost invulnerable to viruses. In China, Harmony OS has already surpassed iOS with 17% of the market. Imagine a train that flies above the rails at 1,000 kilometers per hour, faster than an airplane. This is the reality of Chinese magnetic levitation, or Maglev, trains. A new line will soon allow for travel at a record speed, with no friction and no noise. China is even testing vacuum tunnels, where the Maglev has reached 623 kilometers per hour. The journey between Beijing and Shanghai will go from 5.5 hours to just 1.5 hours. While China invests billions, Europe and the United States are still in the discussion stage. Imagine a world where holograms replace video calls, thanks to the 6th generation of mobile technology. China is already setting the rules for it, with a data rate 50 times faster than 5G and almost zero latency. 6G will not just be a network. It will be the planet's nervous system, with a commercial launch planned for 2030. Whoever controls 6G will control the digital world. The world is on the verge of a new technological order. Western countries are already 5 to 10 years behind in critical areas. Without a strategic overhaul and massive investments, they risk being relegated to the periphery of civilization. The real danger is the technological fracture, the creation of a world fragmented into rival blocks. These developments are not just news. They are signals of a future that is arriving faster than expected. Some will watch it pass by. Others are already building it. The only question is, which side you will be on?